As a treasurer for the graduating class, I'd like to give a brief report on the financial side. Total cash that every graduate has contributed is total up to 4,680. And that 4,680 is divided into two. That is other expense and the banquet. Other expense regarding the decorations and labor costs and other expenses we need. For the banquet, that was held on Thursday night. Every food decorations comes under banquet. So other expense total up to 1,315 kina 29 toya. For the banquet itself, 3,384 kina 71 toya. In regard to the banquet, we didn't spend all of 3,384 kina 71 toya. There was a remaining of 630 kina, and it was refunded back to the students who brought in visitors with them, and they the share of 750 for one person. Thank you. That's all for our report. But before I take my seat, I'd like to call upon some preachers here or the business manager of this school to receive some gifts. So the first on the list, I'd like to call upon Mr. Bayata for the church building fund.
I believe this is just the beginning. As initiated by the advisor of Oasis 2009. So in behalf of the Sonoma Adventist College administration, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks for this gift, as well as the additional gift that is coming from Oasis 2009. Again, thank you and God bless.
Next on the list, I'd like to call upon Pastor Sandal.
I'd like to thank the graduating class what is present by accepting me at the last time to preach for you people. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Sandal. Next on the list, I'd like to call upon Minister Daniel Ricky. Thank you, Minister Daniel Ricky. Last of all, I'd like to call upon Pastor Jim Manele. Thank you. That brings us to the end of our presentation. Thank you.
On behalf of the 2009 OSIS graduating group, I as the president would like to acknowledge some of the individuals who in one way or the other contributed to the success of this program. Firstly, I would like to thank the representative of the administration and also to our parents who have come from far. I would like to thank the good Lord above for the leading and His guidance upon those who have in one way or the other contributed in their skills, knowledge, strength, and wisdom towards the success of this event. I would like to make mention of some of the very dedicated individuals who have tirelessly given all towards this ceremony. I'd like to thank the class patron, Mr. Sergio, for his wisdom and leadership in visioning out and establishing the achieved aims of the class. Also would I like to thank the class pastor, Pastor Fezamo, for his encouraging words and strength, which strengthens us to push forward in the Lord's calling. And I personally would like to thank three very special people, ladies who have pledged all their efforts and sleepless nights, sacrificing their time and studies to see this event ending in such a high note. The Vice President Sandy Toro, Secretary Lilia Yomba, and Treasurer Raylene Gano. May the good Lord bless you in your service. Okay. Well, fellow graduates, today marks the end of a chapter in life and begins a new one. Walking out the aisles of this chapel, showing our eagerness to take on the world filled with struggles of the unknown. A world besetted with sinfulness in need for quenching. 2009 OCs, the world needs you to inspire their lives, redirecting their path to the water of life, which is Jesus Christ. May we be the agents of change and inspire the world in God's service. May the good Lord bless you all in His service.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's afternoon already, but bear with me just for a few minutes. Mr. Mandela, our guest for today, an honorary guest. Of course, all the HODs, Parang, Toba, the registrar, staff members, the graduating class, parents, boys and girls, visitors, relatives. I'd like to thank you for coming. I'd like to thank you for making today a very special occasion for us here at Sonoma Adventist College. Naturally, about this time, it's time to say goodbye. But before we go, let me make some comments. It will be not so long, but the long wait has eventually arrived. May I say paid off for all of us, and in particular this afternoon for the graduates. And of course for the sponsors too. They are looking forward to this time so that you can be released from their responsibility of keeping you in school. Graduation is a mark of academic success, but it's not the end. What if you buy a knife, take it to the house, lock it up? What is a truck? If you buy it, drive it under your house, lock it up, and be contented that you have bought a truck. What use is education and graduation? After having spent so much money and 2 or 3 years of study, lock up your skills and do nothing about it. Graduates, you have gained skills in your training. Don't leave them to get rusted. Use them, capitalize on them. And those who continue to learn, they will continue to develop. Many people today reckon education is expensive. This is true. But good things and essential things are always expensive. It's a talk that day to keep fees down. But in reality, cost of living in PNG is getting higher by every month, if not every week. One of my friends said that if you think education is expensive, then try ignorance. The reality is ignorance may be more expensive at the end of the day. On behalf of all teaching and support staff members of the college, it is a privilege to be part of the development of all students, also those who are passing out today. like development of anything, may there be concepts or implementation of a concept plan, or building relationship, building or making something tangible, useful such as building a house or making a garden. It is hard work, but the end product is obliterated and reduced to nothing, the sweat and the fight. We are glad and rejoice that each of these students can now leave this college for service to themselves, their communities, their countries, and the church. We congratulate each one and desire only the best for each of you. To the graduates, a chapter of your college life at Sonoma is now coming to an end. The concluding remarks and last sentences of this chapter of your life, when you move out of the college, of the gate of the college, will be embedded in your memory, engraved in the hearts of your sponsors, never again to be amended, never again to be altered. There are memories in this chapter you will be very proud to shout to the world to hear. There are paragraphs in this chapter you will regret having said them or done them or cultivated them. Many of these experiences nevertheless form the links from which you log on and from which you journey the new chapters of your life. May that be further education or full-time employment or marriage as demonstrated by tireless effort of some of you looking for a life partner here on the campus. Would I thank you for making a home away from home, getting an education at Sonoma. I like to note that in reality, one never learns everything he needs to know of his career in a training institution. By the end of this year, you will have forgotten a lot. But it is my hope what you have learned from your teachers, through research, from practical experiences, and work-line worship can form a strong base from which you can shine in your service. It is not easy to live in a boarding Christian Adventist tertiary environment. The college has many restrictions because of the nature of its mission. But we hope you came not because you were coerced or forced or obligated, but that you came because you want to aspire to inspire in God's service while training to become ministers, agriculture, officers, builders, accountants, and teachers. How your grades is sufficient to take advantage of the opportunity this Christian college has provided to catapult you in the next journey of your educational endeavor. Sonoma should not be the end. And I must say also, Sonoma should not be the beginning either, but rather the strong link to the future you strive for better living and your services to benefit yourselves, your family, your church, your communities, and of course, your country. I'd like you to note that in your endeavor, always allow Jesus Christ to be part of the equation of your life. When you do this, I believe that the complexities of the future, though difficult they may be, will be easier to bear and manage. To the parents, we sincerely thank them, and of course your relatives and friends also, for making it possible, so far as financial affordability is concerned, to be educated at Sonoma Adventist College. As was said, fees has been high. And of course, while here at the college, compliance has not been easy. Living at Sonoma has been challenging. However, I believe the dividend is worth the hard work and the sweat. We thank the parents for your part in making the choice in sending your children, relatives, and friends here. It has not been easy on your part, especially when the college puts pressure on you regarding payment of school fees. The Lord is good, He hears and He answers. We thank you for your prayers and support. What you and the college can now acknowledge the Almighty, we all can rejoice and give all glory and honor to God. The college has some of the most dedicated and committed, responsible and moral teachers and support staff any college would love to have. We are glad we have many of them, and we rejoice always in the Lord for them. Some carry extra responsibilities when there is not enough staff members or when others are away for some appointment. Some, as it were, took an extra mile when some students were sick, discouraged, or needing a home. Some staff left private employment to be here because of their need and their love for Jesus and their aspirations to inspire graduates for God's service. Some are taking on the heavy task of extra load, at the same time taking on further studies. Some have joined us recently, and we are blessed from their services. 3 of our staff members are going into retirement. Pastor Jim Manderland from the Theology Department, Mr. Gideon Wood and his wife Elma Wood, 2 among the longest serving staff at Sonoma. We thank them for their commitment, and we wish them all the best in this another chapter of their life. To all the staff members, the administration of this college sincerely, on behalf of the SDA Church and all stakeholders, thank you for your service in molding lives for honest and useful life. Let me just tell you a little bit of some of the development and some of the plans that is happening or will happen. Sonoma, as of early of this year, is now an affiliated campus of Pacific Adventist University. The graduates in theology, teaching, and business studies are possibly the last graduates in this career recognized under Sonoma Adventist College banner. Come next year, PAU will come and present their diplomas. So you are a very special group to all your staff members today. Sonoma will continue its training for those taking agriculture and building courses. Whatever happens or whose diploma graduates are going to get, Sonoma will always stand to its mission, which you have made your motto today. Through not only academic delivery of subjects and development of skills, but also through other avenues, including worships, integration of faith and beliefs in all activities and plans, and basic principles in acceptable work behavior. Sonoma provides a work-study program. If a student doesn't like to work, he needs not come. Sonoma is an Adventist college. If someone cannot change his intemperate habits, he needs not register, as he may influence others to do the same. Work and spiritual services constitutes and consumes a huge chunk of the student activities each day. Education at Sonoma is not confined to classes and academic pursuits. At work and at worship services, students also learn in other areas important to life, including honesty, time management, pressing importance of assigned tasks, development of positive attitude, spirits of unity, temperance, healthy, useful exercises, self-discipline and humility, and love to God. I believe without this education is incomplete. And for Sonoma, there may not be sufficient evidence to justify its existence. Sonoma Adventist College, as of the end of this year, is taking on another new chapter in its endeavor to serve the church and our country. Many hours of work, money and sweat has gone into making this dream a reality. An elementary course is scheduled after the first week of December. The training for 106 will be conducted here at Sonoma. Another 121 will get their training in Kapifa, near Boroka. The undertaking is sponsored by AllSaid through the Church Partnership Program. We thank the Lord for the financial support. We also owe it to the effort making preparation for this training by the teacher education staff led by Mr. Jeffrey Wada, Mr. Wood, Mr. Toba, and the PNG Education Department. Finally, let me talk a little bit about your team. Sonoma Adventist College is a Christian tertiary institution. Your team is a fitting one because it complements the prime reason for Sonoma's existence. I know you are very familiar with it, but allow me to jog your mind and let me read the mission statement of Sonoma Adventist College. The mission of Sonoma Adventist College is to provide quality Christian education in the area of primary teaching, ministerial, agriculture, building, business studies, and basic principles in acceptable work behavior. To individuals who wish to study and develop healthy Christian attitude in an Adventist college environment that promotes the integral development of the human being. The college's special commission is to prepare competent people who may serve in the South Pacific, that's the Seventh-day Adventist Church, other organizations, or be self-employed. In short, the mission of the college is to aspire to inspire in God's service. 4 words are very important, and they are embedded in your theme. These words are aspire, inspire, God, and service. Your theme tells me about your determination to uphold God in all your plans for service. Of the last 3 words in the theme, aspire, inspire, and service, the first 2 words, aspire and inspires, are doing words. They are verbs. They are action words. They are processes in nature. However, the word service is the product of aspiration and inspiration. Service is like a bread. Aspiration and inspiration are like the ingredient, including flour and baking. Results you get, good bread or bad bread. So it is with service. Aspiration and inspiration determine the kind of service you will make. This service may be a blessing and productive one, or they may not. Your service will tell others a lot about you. You must translate the knowledge you have learned to real life situation, or they will not be useful services. It is said that in many schools, cabbages are better grown on a blackboard than in the farm. Agricultural students should not confine the skills only to processes, but able to grow large, healthy, consumable cabbages. Building students should not only have hammers and nails and draw plans, but must translate these skills into tangible items, such as a house. It is good for business graduates to know about financial keeping, but it's a mistake if you cannot reconcile simple financial records. For the ministers, witnessing is not only standing behind a pulpit, it is being a 7 days minister and not just a minister only on Sabbath. The teachers' education these days are taught more than taught. Be a good role model in dress, punctuality, temperance, your hairstyle, worship attendance, prayer life, etc. We as parents would like to see teachers who are neat, tidy, do not drink, abstain from smoking and chewing bitter nut, punctual and spiritual. You know a lot already, and your diplomas are academic evidence of your plan for service. The question is, what sort of services are you going to give? I'd like to leave this question with you when you leave the security of the college campus. So on behalf of the administration, we congratulate you in your achievement. We wish you all the best. We wish you also, all of you also, a happy Christmas and a prosperous New Year. And with your relatives, as you travel home, take care. Don't forget, you are a candle, not only to shine, but also to help others shine for service. Remember this, a candle loses nothing by lighting another.